nigga
She's just trying to plant holes into the...
He liked me first, and this man won't admit it, and I just want him to admit it before one of us go to God. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This is your girl Tia and your boy Ricardo, coming with another video. So today we will be telling the story of how we met.
Yes. How did we meet?
Okay, so we actually met at church, and I'll give you guys, well, this video will give you guys like a step-by-step process of how that happened. Okay, so okay, your girl was going through some things. Okay, and it was
came
just
into the picture. But go ahead.
So God came into the picture and brought him along. Okay, let's say that. You know, let's just say that. But I was going through a few things. I was finding myself. I was going through some changes, making some adjustments in my life, and I just was desperate for God. You know, so like I was just going off on a limb. Like, I'm going to church, I'm going to praise, I'm going to worship, I'm going to hear the word anywhere and everywhere that I can. If my church is closed, I'm going to somebody else's church, you know. So around that time, I was like catching the city bus to church. I don't know if, I think it was like after school or from home, different places. I'll just catch the city bus to church, and if I leave soon enough, I can catch the city bus back home. But sometimes your service was a little too hype. It was a little too hype, and it'll end at like 9-10 o'clock. You hang out too much and the city bus gone. You know, so that day a mutual friend of ours is like, oh, my boy can give you a ride, because they live not too far from where I lived, so it was like not too much out of the way. So I was like, okay, awesome. So I get into this car. It's this nice, kind of loud stick shift type car, and I get in the back seat because our mutual friend is in the front seat. They're close friends, and like I see he got like this nice little dress shirt in the back. I'm like, okay, you got a nice car, you got a little dress suit, ain't no gold digger or nothing, you know what I'm saying? So that was just nothing. I was paying no attention, no mind to that. Like, I was just like, okay, I'm ready to go home. I'm humble, I'm getting a ride home, you know. They had to go to Walmart because Ricardo needed a charger.
Charger for my iPod. The old one where you
yes. So Ricardo needed a charger. So they stopped and they just act like a fool. Like, this was my first time meeting him, and this guy was a clown. Okay, so the whole time they were hiding from me and running and stuff in Walmart, and this is the Walmart that my mom worked at, y'all. Like, I'm like, don't do this, my mom worked here.
We didn't know that, but it didn't
like,
matter. It mattered not.
It was doing their own little thing or whatever. So you know, whatever, it was funny, it was fun. He ended up dropping me off, and that was it. Like, that was just it, you know. And then once again, your girl was going through something, and I was desperate for God. So here I am at somebody else's house, getting ready to go to somebody else's church, because my church was months later.
This is months later.
Yeah, months later, because my church wasn't having service that day. Okay, so I was like, so you know, I met this church through somebody else too. So I was just usually hang out. They just would have people hang out there until it was like everybody's there ready to drive to their church location. Okay, so I'm just there chilling, waiting until everybody's ready to go to the church, and here comes Mr. Ricardo. Okay, I'm gonna let him tell y'all how this went when he made his grand entrance. Okay.
So I was invited to this particular church from a friend, and he was actually new to the faith. So I don't usually go to other churches, but I was like, you know what, you know, he was very excited about this church, and he invited me. I was like, all right, I'll try it out, you know what I mean? Like, it you know, it won't hurt me. So so he told me to meet me at the pastor's house, and then he'll take me, because he don't know the address to the church. So meet him at the pastor's house and hang out there, and we'll drive to the church. So I was like, all right, bet, you know, it's cool. So I get there, and I'm chilling, and then I see her. So I'm like, okay, cool. At least I see another familiar face, you know, to get a little bit more comfortable. So everybody's just talking, and me and the pastor, actually the pastor's son, got into a debate about perfection and are we perfect.
David Chills remembering that whole thing. Dang.
And me and the pastor's son was going back and forth. And then the pastor came
out. No, you would think the daddy coming out, the pastor coming out to end everything and say, all right, y'all, that's it.
No, the pastor came out
and fused to fire to light that bad boy right back up on Ricardo.
So, yeah, the pastor comes out and we're just going back and forth or whatever. And then we just came to a mutual agreement. We agreed to disagree in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Because we just couldn't come to a mutual understanding. I understand their point of view, but it's just, you know, my point of view. We both just had different point of views. But I think it was a good, healthy debate that we need, you know, not needed to have, but
so after that debate was over, after that debate, okay, I was like, I know that guy, okay, because they're like debate like people, like that's just their nature, you know what I'm saying? So if you're new to the circle, you're gonna be kind of like, and Ricardo was
I used to be a Bible thumper,
like
without
before
love.
I met him.
Yeah, that was without love. Now I do it with love, man.
Yeah.
Back then, I didn't care.
So that was the nature of like the pastor and the son. So like me riding with them and stuff sometimes was like, but I want to go to church, you know? But then this guy that I saw before that's funny, that was playing in Walmart, which you don't know what God is doing until you know what God is doing. I felt like that was God's way of saying pay attention. You get what I'm saying? Look at him, look at her, pay attention, you know? Because we weren't looking for each other, but he kind of put us right back into each other's like point of view. And I was like, I'm gonna ride with him because I know him.
Oh, man.
So just me and him rode to the church, and we like not interested in each other, none of that, just chilling, listening to music. This man would always listen to rap music, still listens to rap music. So that's all we did, was listen to the Christian rap music on our way to the church. You know, we went to church, everybody just in their own little spaces, and then dropped me off, and that was it.
Nah, we went to McDonald's.
Did we? Oh, Ricardo missed a big baller shot, calling Sean out. I don't know what he was showing out for. I didn't know him like that either, but he was like, oh, y'all, what did you say?
I was like, y'all can get whatever y'all want.
Whatever.
Man, my bank account balance was probably $25.
I was modest. I don't know. I used to eat McDonald's back in the day. I think I was modest. I ain't go all out. But we had somebody else in the car who went all out on Ricardo's little bank account. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to... You know who it is? We should ask him.
We can friend on Instagram. We can send you the invoice. Say, you remember that time we went to church that day, or you went to McDonald's and we told you can get whatever? Well, you told them. I'm talking about we. We now, but we didn't speak French back then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
yeah,
that was it, right? Was it. And then what was the oh, you came in my DM, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dropped in the DM. All right.
Listen, this is what had happened. Let me explain. So after all that happened, she was like, all right, cool. Next week when we go, you know, we just gonna ride to church directly together because we were both feeling uncomfortable. You know, uncomfortable at the house after having the debate and everything like that. So so I didn't have her number or nothing, so I was like, oh, okay, let me make sure we're going to church next week. That's it, no more, no less. So
Jit could have waited till we met up at the house next time. I don't know.
Exactly.
She could have did something, but Jit was eager. Jit
She's just trying to plant holes into the...
He liked me first, and this man won't admit it, and I just want him to admit it before one of us go to God. That's it. I just want before the Lord call one of us home for this man to say, yes, I did like you first.
But did you or did you not say you like the shirt and the car and stuff like that?
I like that car across the parking lot too, but that don't mean nothing.
Okay. So go ahead.
That's materialistic.
So what happened? Stuff. What happened after that?
Jit dropped in the DM. So and it was late. It wasn't church hours, babe. It was like 9 o'clock. It was like 9 o'clock.
Because it was the next day. I had to hurry up, you know what I'm saying, before the day. Because you ain't got no phone. I don't even think you had a phone.
I did it.
Yeah, because I bought you your first phone,
Yeah, okay, humble, okay. Man. Dang, my cheeks hurt from laughing. I can't even talk. Oh
man.
Okay, so we're just chatting at night. And I'm a late person. Like I'm a, what's it? Like
night owl?
Like I'm like a night owl. And Ricardo, my cheeks still hurt, y'all, I'm sorry. And Ricardo just like to go to bed early. So that was one of the things we were talking about. Now y'all, let me tell y'all how I almost messed up this whole thing. So I was like, guess what? I'm trying to be cute and funny, okay? Just funny, right? I'm just trying to be funny. So I go and I Google like a funny face or something like that.
Yeah.
And I copied the code because back then it wasn't easy to share stuff on Facebook. You had to like do codes and different stuff like that. So I copy and paste this big old image and I couldn't see the whole image.
I'm gonna post an image.
My cheeks hurt. So I went and I sent him the picture, and as he scrolled, and I'm scrolling too, I'm like, dang, that's a big old picture. The bottom was somebody sticking out their middle finger.
I was like, that's a sign from God.
And I was so embarrassed. And I'm like, no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I tried to plead my case that it was an accident. Because that was like our first real conversation. Like just chatting it up or whatever. My cheeks hurt. And that was real funny. And that's how, and the fact that he kept talking to me after that and understood that it wasn't me.
I was listening to the
kid.
I got to make sure she can plead her case. You know what I'm saying?
I pled my case, and so we just kept talking.
To this day, I think she purposely did that.
So we were, fast forward, right? It was time to go to church. It was time for us to go back to church again because we were trying to go straight to the church. But our mutual friend canceled, and he was like, "Oh, we had another mutual friend at this church too, right?" And then he canceled, and we was like, "Oh."
We was already in the car.
Yeah, we was already chilling.
We drove to the, I think we drove like to the house.
To the area, yeah. We were on the, like, the bridge, right before the area. It was like,
what do we do now?
So the school was having a basketball game so that we both went to. We both went to that high school.
Detected at your front door.
Somebody at our front door. So we both went to that high school, and we ended up just going to watch that basketball game. Now, if I were to determine if we dated off that day, Jit was a nerd. Jit
what?
Spilled chips on his shirt like a big old toddler.
Okay, can I plead my case like you was able to plead your case?
Go ahead.
I was eating sun chips. If you understand how sun chip work, if you don't put the whole chip in your mouth, when you bite the chip, it's so nice and crunchy that it spreads. So that wasn't my fault. That was the engineers who engineered that chip, because it has the waves. That waves is engineered to crunch and splat, you know.
Was chips all over his
No, it was like
it was like a movie. He was standing in the doorway. I'm not lying. You were standing in the doorway. It was the double doors. It was open because it's the basketball game, and it was like a break, and people were going in and out. And I'm inside the gym looking out at this guy, and chips are all over his shirt. It just spills, and it's like, what are you doing?
It was like 3 pieces. She over here.
It was chips. It was chips. This grown man had our kids. That's what he looked like, his daughters. In that moment, I saw my future kids. That's what I saw in that moment. So that's all I gotta say. I was just like, Jit is a nerd. That's it.
Yeah. So that was technically our first date.
I guess you can say that was our first date. So
ditching church to go watch basketball. That's what you're gonna tell God? That's what you're gonna tell Jesus?
Well, I guess it was his intentions.
Okay, we'll see.
He was in the midst.
You'll see when we go out there.
He was in the midst. So that's pretty much how we met. So when our daughters want to watch the How I Met Your Mother show, we'll just show them this instead. So we can, you know, get paid from them watching this video and, you know, different stuff like that, you know?
So if you liked our story, please like it. Like the video.
Comment below.
Subscribe. Comment. Let us know what you think.
What was the funniest part of this video to you? What stood out? And after you comment that, go ahead and comment again and tell us what you want us to tell you next. Okay? What you guys want to hear from us next time, because we open and we telling it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video with me and my nerdy husband Ricardo, and I really do appreciate it. For all the crafters who've been here with me, y'all stick with me and get to know us. Okay?
Don't forget to go to our group if you want to have discussions with us and other people. Don't forget to like our Facebook page. Facebook page to get you every new video, any merchandise, anything like that. Instagram, we're on Instagram. We're on Snapchat. We're on everything. No, we're not. We're
clumsy kids on Snapchat, like they clumsy daddy. So thank you guys so much. Oh
yeah, and don't forget to get your Let's Talk shirt. This shirt is not available on our website, but let us know if you really want the black on black. We can probably make it happen.
Yes, nice.
But this shirt is on our website, so the black on white, yeah.
So this is where we come and talk, you guys. So thank you so much for our sitting with our Tully talk. You get it? Because like TED Talk.
Oh, I like that.
Tully talk.
Maybe we should change it to Tully talk.
Yeah, and then our intro video, if y'all okay, this y'all like this, teach me how to Tully. Teach me how to Tully. Everybody love me. Everybody love
we're not that ratchet. We're not that ratchet.
That's gonna be our intro video.
Let us know. I'm done with you.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time here on HowToTully. Peace.